As few, do you still recall the moment you broke up? I mean, the Yummy were history.
Yeah. It was really late, like maybe about autumn of '99, and it was a mixture of we kind of did everything we wanted to do. We'd made about 3 or 4 albums and kind of said everything we wanted to say. Plus, didn't have any success, which wasn't so bad about not having any money, but you were spending money to be in the band. And you're carrying big, huge amplifiers about and travelling in the back of vans on motorways where if it crashed, you'd probably die, you know. And we just all got really fed up with it, so we thought, let's just like do 2 last shows and just stop. Nobody really thought about what we're going to do after it. We just all thought, let's stop.
Could you imagine Alex being as big with the Franz Ferdinand as he is now?
No, nobody could have, no. You could easily imagine any friend that plays music of going on and being in a successful band. But Franz Ferdinand's gigantic. Franz Ferdinand's like kind of like U2 size almost or something. It certainly was at one point. And you couldn't imagine anybody getting that big, so it didn't really matter whether you knew him or not. It was just like, oh my God.
And then I read that you were, after the Human Fury, you were into a few years of
electronic music.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how come that switch?
Well, about the late 90s, everybody in Glasgow started going clubbing a lot. And a lot of ecstasy started sort of popping up quite a bit, and people started going clubbing and taking E and dancing to a lot of really good electronic music. And electronic music had become a little bit dull in the early 90s and mid 90s, but it was, some new stuff started popping up that was really, really interesting. I was like, a band like Consola, if you know them, they did a song called 1400, and like it was great records like Knights of the Jaguar, Underground Resistance put that out and stuff. Just some really, really interesting records that weren't so much just like get off your face and dance, but more like a record you could listen to and sing along to. So we just got really fed up with guitars and were really interested in this music. So near the end of the Yummy Fire, there was like a core of me and Paul and Claire that started just making electronic music, but as part of the Yummy Fire. But eventually we just thought, you know, why would we try to force this on top of the Yummy Fire? Why don't we just stop it and just concentrate on this? And it was good because it meant that we did about 2 or 3 years of just doing purely electronics. So by the time it came to like Franz Ferdinand in the 1990s, I think all those people involved were like really happy to play guitars again. We really liked the sound of a guitar again. I was kind of sick of guitars. Got everything out of a guitar that I ever wanted, and then